Hey everybody, welcome back to Prince's Friend, exploring music through Prince. And this is actually episode 3 of our Prince's Friend Off game show that we're doing here. Brand new format. I'm kind of digging it. We hope that you are too. We have 3 brand new contestants here, and I want to introduce them to you. So our first contestant is James. He is a father of 2 from Virginia. His favorite song is Ballad of Dorothy Parker, which we had an extensive conversation about before hitting record. And he has been DJing since 2001. Welcome to the show, James. How is DJing nowadays? Or do you actually have like venues that you still need to go and DJ, even though, you know, we're all COVIDed out?
Yes, I still have I have a every Thursday night gig in the COVID protocols, whatever you want to call it though. So, but then still got private events, you know, weddings and birthday parties, you know. You still have to mask up and everything, and be home before curfew. So,
well, very cool. Because I've heard of a lot of performers that are like losing out on gigs and like can't make ends meet. But it's good that, you know, it's good to also hear that the music stays alive. So that's great.
That's right.
All right. Contestant number 2 is Devin. Devin is semi-retired journalist, current grad student. Prince's 1991 Arsenio Hall show appearance was technically her first concert, although she did go to the Jam of the Year tour as well. And a musicology concert review that she wrote was posted in the MPG Music Club forum. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. How did that even happen? How did you get published there?
I did a concert review for CNN.com, and this was when Prince was reading all of his concert reviews during the musicology tour. Wow. So he would pick whatever city he was in, he would read all the reviews from those shows. So the one I wrote happened to be the one he picked when he was in Atlanta.
Wow. I guess it was favorable.
Yeah, kind of.
It was, oh, okay. So you were like, he was just like, look at this person, what she's saying over here. No, that's awesome. Welcome to the show, Devin. Our third contestant is Kimmy. She leads a dance ministry at church and choreographed a piece focused on the word for New Year's Eve 2020. God is her favorite song, both versions, which, you know, one is very beautiful and shouty into the wind, and the other one's all sexy, so that's great. Love Sexy is her favorite album, and the 2000 to 2009 is the favorite era. And Chelsea don't eat no meat, and neither does she. Welcome to the show. See, I love it. See, it's fun to be clever. 2000 to 2009 is your favorite era, same as mine. What's your favorite album from that era?
Probably, since it was just mentioned, probably 3121 right now. But since we just had 3121 Day and all of that, so I guess that's fresh on the mind. But favorites, they can change daily, you know that. So
yes, I definitely know. Oh yes, trust me.
Yeah.
All right. So for everybody who doesn't know the rules, I will pose interesting Prince trivia questions to this fine group of contestants. If they don't know the answer, it gets moved to the next person who might be able to steal it. If they don't know it, it gets passed to the next person. If nobody knows it, nobody gets a point. The winner at the end will be invited back for the championship round in episode 4. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. James, randomly, is our first contestant, and you get question number 1. In the song SST, what does the acronym stand for?
Oh man, I just had a brain freeze.
It happens. No, it's completely understandable. I'll give you a few more seconds, but we can move it. We'll pass it. If you want to pass it, you can.
I have to pass.
Okay. Devin.
Sade's Sweetest Taboo.
That is correct. It is called Sade's Sweetest Taboo. Really good song, although it's also strangely like finger waggy at, you know, the survivors of Katrina. You know, but it's a fun song. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the song. It's pretty funky. James, have you ever heard SST?
To be honest with you, I haven't.
Okay, no, honesty is all we ask for here.
I mean, I know Sade's Sweetest Taboo, but I And I never got the acronym. I never heard the,
Oh,
the acronym before.
I'll share it with you after the show. You'll love it.
Okay.
It's a good one. All right, so question number 2 is going to go to Devin. What song did Prince release on Napster in 2001 to promote his upcoming album?
I'm going to pass.
Okay, we're passing to Kimmy.
Is it The Work?
It is The Work, part 1. Good job. You definitely
Wow.
stole that point. I was thinking Devin was going to get it since she is so nicely dressed in the shirt from the album that was released in 2001.
Right.
Yes, the album in 2001 was The Rainbow Children, and Prince was playing around with, the internet and stuff, and he leaked The Work Part 1 himself on Napster. So I thought that was a really fun little factoid. But yeah, you stole. It's just funny because Devin stole James's point, Kimmy stole Devin's point. All right,
we'll just share all the points.
Prince always said that if you want something, give it away. So if you want more points, give your points to the other players.
There we go. We'll make it a team effort. It'll just be one big group effort.
All right. So the third question. This is going to be our first speed question. It's called Finding a Home. I'm going to give you the name of a song, and you will tell me which album it is from. The first one is Valentina. Kimmy.
MPL Sound?
That is incorrect. Good guess, though. It's like around there. Well, kind of, is it? Yeah, actually, it's around there. James, where do you think Valentina is from?
I want to say Lotus Flower.
That is incorrect as well.
Oh,
Devin, do you want to take a shot?
I thought it was Lotus Flower.
That is incorrect. No, it is definitely not Lotus Flower. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say nobody knows that one. That one's off of 2010.
2010.
Which was the next year.
I thought of it right there.
Next one. You guys should know this one. Walk, Don't Walk. Devin.
Diamonds and Pearls.
That is off of Diamonds and Pearls. Good job. Dance On. James.
Love Sexy.
Definitely. All right. The next one is The Dance. Devin.
3121.
It is 3121. Just so you know, I would have also accepted The Chocolate Invasion, which would be the other version of The Dance. So you had kind of a 50-50 shot there. The next one is Dance for Me. Devin again.
Is that Minneapolis Sound?
That is MPLS Sound. You are correct. The next one is DMSR. Oh, James was real quick on that one.
1999.
That is off of 1999. And the last one is Sexy Dancer. James again.
Prince.
That is off of Prince. Good job. It actually looks like out of the 7, both Devin and James ended up with the same amount. They both got 3, which means they both get a point. Because you tied. Well, that means, though, that the next question is going to be Kimmy's. So this is your first direct question. Let's see if you get it. According to Prince, what is the electric word?
There's a song stuck in my head, so this is totally...
Just to be fair, I worded the question so that it wouldn't just be completely obvious. So...
Dance?
That is incorrect.
Dance?
That is incorrect. James.
The first thought that comes to my mind is electric intercourse.
Okay, that is incorrect as well. Devin, do you want to give it a shot?
Life?
It is Life. Good job. It is from the beginning of Let's Go Crazy, where he says, dearly beloved, we all have the year today. Electric word.
Wow.
Tricky.
It is a tricky one. That is a tricky one. No, but that's good. Devin's already stealing everybody's points. It's all great. The next one is Devin's question. What is the longest studio song released by Prince? Specifically saying studio song, not live performance.
Oh. Is it The War?
That is incorrect. Actually, The War was a live performance.
Oh.
Yes. So that means, Kimmy, you get a chance to answer that.
I'm
I feel like James knows the answer. He's like,
I'm thinking it's one of two, but is it? I'll say Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball is incorrect. James, I think you know it. What is it?
I'm gonna say the 12-inch version of America.
I will give you the point. So just so that I can edit all of that stuff out, we had a little bit of a challenge to answer because chlorine bacon skin was what I had. James says that it was the America 12-inch cut. I actually went and checked it, and you know what? I don't really have the time to like do a deep dive into it, so I'm going to say he's correct. It says it's 21 minutes on the internet, so I'm going to give James the point. I would have accepted both America or chlorine bacon skin, so I guess it works out either way now. Wonderful, good job, James. All right, that brings us to our next speed question. There, this one is the B-side challenge. I am going to name a B-side, and you will tell me what song that was the B-side for. You're going to give me the A-side. All right, this one's super tricky.
We can do it. We can do it, guys. We can do it. It's gonna be
I will say that in the last episode, no one got any of them. So let's see if you guys get some. All right, so let's see what happens. The first one is sex. Yeah, I'm difficult right out the gate. I apologize to everybody. Devin.
Scandalous.
That is one of the B-sides to Scandalous. Yes, off of the maxi single on the Scandalous Sex Suite. So good job. The next one is Scarlet Pussy. James.
I Wish You Heaven.
That is off of the back of I Wish You Heaven. Good job. He aggressively hit that return button. Damn, I know that answer. The next one, Rock and Roll's Alive and It Lives in Minneapolis. Devin.
Gold.
That is off of the back of Gold. You are correct. The next one is When Will We Be Paid? James.
Money Don't Matter Tonight.
That is incorrect. Anybody else want to take a stab? Oh, Devin.
Is it You Make My Sunshine?
It is You Make My Sunshine. Good job. That's a tough one too.
I was way off.
Really, nobody knows that single. It's crazy.
I was way off.
You were about a decade off.
Yeah.
The last one though is Irresistible Bitch. James.
Let's Pretend We're Married.
That is correct. That is correct. So with Devin getting 3, James got 2. That means Devin gets that point. So good job, Devin. I knew a couple of those were going to be tricky.
Tricky. These guys are tricky.
Yes, that was fun though. I liked it. So the next one is yours, Kimmy. Out of these 3 Prince albums, which charted highest in the US according to the Billboard Top 200? Was it Diamonds and Pearls, 3121, or 1999?
Diamonds and Pearls.
That is incorrect. I know, shockingly. James, which one of the, I guess we know it's not Diamonds and Pearls, 3121 or 1999?
I'll have to go with 1999.
All right. That is also incorrect. Devin, would you like to say the name of the third album?
Think hard now. Think hard. Concentrate.
3121?
It was 3121. And it's funny, too, because when I was finding albums to compare, it was really a trick because I wanted to make it like 1999 would have been my choice. I would have immediately like, obviously 1999 was the highest. 1999 got to number 7. Diamonds and Pearls got to number 3. And 3121 actually got to number 1 on the
Wow.
I would have thought it was
3121. Oh, I said good for 3121.
I say good for it, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Diamonds and Pearls had a bunch of number 1 singles, but the album only got to number 3. So again, that tripped me out too. So trust me, it was not just you guys. All right, so the next one is for James. Name the 3 albums that were taken apart and eventually put together as Sign of the Times.
Yeah, Crystal Ball, The Dream Factory, and Camille.
That is correct. That is correct. Those are the 3 albums. I wasn't sure if that was going to throw you, but it seems like you know that era really well. So
that's my favorite era.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
So you definitely got that one. So you're fine. All right. So the next question here is another kind of speed question, a little bit not. It is Prince's rappers. We're going to essentially, I want to see who can name the most number of rappers that have worked with Prince. So essentially, if you want to buzz in to say that you think you know the most, you can buzz in. James.
TC Ellis, Tony M, and I'm going to throw a curveball, Moni Love.
Moni Love. Where did he work with Moni Love? I've not heard that one.
He worked on a song. He actually wrote a song for Moni Love called Born to Breed.
Sounds good.
And she wrote, they said she wrote some of her lyrics on the Carmen Electra album when he produced that album.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then, so 3, that's the most you can think of?
Can I say Cat? Because she
yeah, you can totally say Cat. She's not like a rapper, but she rapped, so hey, why not? All right, cool. Does anybody else want to give it a shot? Can you name more than 4?
Okay, Chuck D.
Okay.
Q-Tip. Common.
Where did he work with Q-Tip?
Chocolate Box.
That's right. Q-Tip was on there. Okay, he wasn't even on my list, but you're right. That was him.
I was going to say, this is kind of like an off one, but Havoc from Mobb Deep.
Okay. Where did you work with him?
He's uncredited on a Mobb Deep album that he worked on with Havoc.
Okay. I see James nodding, so I'm going to use him as
I heard that story. I don't know why I ain't think of that story. I heard that same exact story.
Okay. Well, that's 4. Do you have a 5th one? If you do, then you will be ahead of James.
I do. Big Daddy Kane.
Did he work with Big Daddy Kane? When did he do that?
I thought James would know this.
Okay. You're just throwing out a name. James, is that right?
It was around the Batman soundtrack era around that time.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then that means Devin has more than James. Kimmy, do you want to give it a shot?
No, they already named the ones that I was going to think of. So
okay. Well, then we'll give Devin that point. Then a few others that I had: Kendrick Lamar, obviously. Dougie Fresh, he was on a couple of albums. Scrap D, who was on like Joint to Joint and stuff, so she was on those. Eve, who was on obviously the rapper 99 was on, I don't remember what song she was on, but she was on something. 99, I have it written down. And then Kanye West, he actually was on, he collaborated some with Kanye West in live shows, not on record, but so yeah, well then Devin gets that point. See, I like that question because it's more a conversation about, like, people think like Prince hated rap and all that stuff, and it's just like, no, he was all over the place. He worked with so many rappers. So anyway, I thought that was fun. Devin did get that point, so I guess we'll move on to number 10. In 2007, Prince teamed up with what company to promote his new single Guitar, appearing in their commercial performing it?
Verizon?
It was Verizon Wireless. You are correct. And the fun part about that promotion was if you went and bought a Verizon phone during that time, you automatically got Guitar like preloaded onto your phone so you could listen to his new single Guitar. So it was actually kind of fun. Fun little promotion. And that's one of the things too I like to point out. People are like, Prince hated, doing things. He would hate it if his song was in commercial. And I'm like, he did it. Like, it just has to be amicable terms, like he was like, these people don't want to pay me. Verizon apparently paid him because, he did it. The next one is Kimmy's. Many people know the entertainer Carmen Electra, but do you really? What is her actual name?
Can I switch questions with Devin? Because I knew that one.
you know all of Devin's questions.
Her name is Susie Q. I don't know.
It It is not Susie Q.
No, it's not
Susie
Susie
Q. That means it passes to James. James, do you know Carmen Electra's real name?
I'm passing to Devin.
Passing immediately. Not even gonna try it. Devin, do you know it?
I have an unfair advantage because she went to high school with one of my cousins.
You know what?
Oh wow.
So what is the name then that you know?
I think it's Tara Patrick.
It is Tara Patrick. Tara Lee Patrick or Tara Patrick. That is correct. I was like, what? Her name isn't Carmen something else? I was thinking her name was actually Carmen, and it is totally not. Her name is Tara.
Wow.
So, the next question is going to be another kind of a speed round. I am a huge fan of the other game show, like there's not more than one, but another game show here on YouTube called Actually, because I feel that as much as we as the community love to listen to Prince's music, we also love correcting other people about Prince. So what I have here in the honor of this spirit here is I have a statement that there's something wrong with the statement, and you're just going to buzz in if you think you have spotted the thing that is wrong with what I am about to say. This is a longer one, so if you catch it before I'm done reading, then you can, stop me. But otherwise, I have 2 slides for it because it's a lot. All right. Critics and friends alike love Prince's style from the early 80s, especially his rude boy look. He started off with just his rude boy trench coat, bikini briefs, and a bandana on the Dirty Mind cover, before he transitioned to a white button-up shirt to complement the trench coat and bandana on Controversy. He even wore the same trench coat in the video for 1999. The point is that it sounds 100% correct, but there is something that is not right in this statement. Kimmy, you buzzed in first.
Actually, he wore a different trench coat for the 1999 video.
It is incorrect. It's actually the same trench coat. It was interesting. He wore that for like 4 years. It was the same trench coat. It looks like James, you buzzed in right after her.
Actually, actually, I was gonna say the same thing Kimmy was saying, but she was actually wrong. But actually, his very first look, he wasn't into the bikini briefs when he first came out.
Well, that's true. This was more just talking about the rude boy look that was early in his career, not necessarily the first of his career, but it was early on in his career. So no, that's definitely not it. Devin, did you have a guess or?
I do have a guess.
Okay.
Actually, I do have a guess. Actually, are we forgetting about the rude boy pin? Is that what's missing?
No, I didn't say anything about the rude boy pin at all.
No.
And technically, Devin, I might just give you a point because your answer is technically and very anally correct. It is very pedantically correct. Based on the way that I wrote the question, technically you're correct, but it wasn't what I was looking for. So I will say, if somebody else gives me the actual answer, they will also get a point. So, because I did say just his rude boy trench coat and bikini briefs and bandana, and I did not mention that he had the button. So technically, it's correct. But it looks like Kimmy, you have another guess.
Actually, I believe that he possibly ditched the bandana for the 1999 video.
You're close. You're close to what I'm looking for. You're
Do we get half points in this?
I almost want to give you. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there unless James, do you know exactly what's wrong with that? Because the bandana is the issue thing.
Yeah, the bandana is the issue because I don't remember him wearing a bandana on the Dirty Mind cover. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it to Kimmy, and not James. He actually didn't. He had the bandana on Dirty Mind. He did not have a bandana on Controversy.
Right.
It was a bandana and then no bandana. He had the untied tie on the cover of Controversy instead of the bandana. So that was what I was actually looking for. So that would mean Kimmy gets that point. But I'm debating whether to give Devin a point too, because I technically said just as Rude Boy Trenchcoat. However,
I think that was a good point though for her.
Well,
that she pointed that out.
Well, I will give it to her, but technically, but I will also technically also on top of that is that the button also kind of made it the trench coat. Like it's not the Rude Boy trench coat without the Rude Boy button. So technically that is, but we'll see. Right now it's she has 9 points if I give her this point, and Kimmy has 2 points and James has 3. Devin has stolen so many points from you guys. It's not even funny.
James, you and I are just gonna have to team up. We'll get through this.
It's like everything. I'm just like losing my memory right now.
All right, so the next question's actually going to Kimmy. So let's see if we can make up some ground here. Name the song Prince provided for the 1988 movie Bright Lights, Big City.
I'm gonna guess this is something that's not from one of his albums, right?
It is on an album. It just was also on a soundtrack.
James, what you got?
Yep, it moves to James.
I'm gonna pass.
James, what you got, James?
Good Love.
It was Good Love, yes. And actually, it ended up on Crystal Ball as well, in a slightly different version than it was on the soundtrack, but it was there. And yeah, it's funny. I went and I listened to the one that was on the soundtrack, and it was only very slightly different. It was basically the same track, but like a little bit of the instrumentation at the end was different. But
was that supposed to be a track on the Camille album? Because that was his Camille voice.
I believe it was actually supposed to be on Dream Factory, I think. I don't think that one was supposed to be on Camille. Camille, the only song that we didn't get on Sign of the Times, and like Sign of the Times / I believe was Rebirth of the Flesh. That was the only one that we didn't get in some form, because apparently he really liked those Camille songs. So he's like, we're not leaving these behind. Definitely not. All right. So that means the last question is going to be, the last direct question is going to be towards James. What female pop singer covered Prince's Private Joy in 1983, 2 years after its original release? Oh man, this one's a nail biter.
Oh man, can't think of her name.
Oh man, do we need to pass it?
Well, as soon as I pass it, oh man, as soon as I pass it, I'm gonna pass.
Okay, Devin, do you know the answer?
Is it LaToya Jackson?
It is LaToya Jackson. That is correct. And she actually went on to say that was her very favorite song she ever recorded. But I think it was her dad didn't want her to do it because all right. So for the final question, you do need a pen and paper. One of my very favorite games growing up was Scattergories. So if anybody has played Scattergories, we're going to play a little bit of Prince Scattergories here. In this, I'm going to ask you to name 5 songs that follow a certain theme, and you will get a point for every song that someone else does not have on their list, essentially. So what it is, and you have a minute to come up with your 5. So it's not, it's timed, but
okay.
There you go. So
but we have more than 5 seconds.
You have a minute. You have 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. So here it is. Do you know Prince? I want you to name Prince songs with the word "you" in the title. And go. I'm completely okay if it is spelled out or if it is just the letter U. It can be either. This part of the game is always so nice because everybody gets very quiet. And time. All right, so we're gonna go in order. I'm gonna go James, then Devin, then Kimmy, and you're just going to tell me what's on your list, and then I will cross off as we go along, and we'll see who gets points and who doesn't get points. James, what do you have on your list?
I Would Die for You.
Okay.
You.
What song is You?
It was a song he wrote called You for Paula Abdul.
Okay.
Fill You Up.
Fill You Up. Yeah.
Take Me With You.
Okay.
And Ride With You.
Do I know that one? Where's Ride With You?
Hot With You.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, I was like, Ride With You.
No, right. Hot With You. Hot With You. My fault. Hot With You.
That's fine. We'll just leave it Hot With You. Okay. I'm generous, so you know, it's like it's cool. I knew which one you meant. All right. So Devin, what are your songs?
I only have 3.
Okay.
One of them is You as well, James.
Wow.
I Love You and Me.
Nice one.
And You Got the Look.
You Got the Look. All right, awesome. And Kimmy, what are yours?
Okay, I made it to 4. I got Nothing Compares to You.
Nice.
I Would Die for You, but that was already said.
Mm-hmm.
I Hate You.
Nice.
And I Love You, but I Don't Trust You Anymore.
Love it. I love you, but I don't trust you anymore. And honestly, in Scattergories fashion, I'm going to give you 2 points for I love you, but I don't trust you anymore, because that's what would actually happen in Scattergories, because it has the word you in it twice. Which actually means that you bumped up your score by 3 points, Kimmy. You bumped up your score by 2, Devin. And James, you ended up bumping your score up by 3 as well. Which ends with Kimmy with 5 points, James with 7 points, and Devin with a whopping 12 points. Wow. So congratulations to Devin. You again, not only were you getting your questions, but you were stealing everybody else's questions too. So, but I want to thank all 3 of you for coming and having a fun time here, and just having fun Prince trivia, and you know, making a fool out of ourselves. It's all in good fun. And for testing new things for the channel. And I really appreciate your guys' time. And thank you to everybody who came and watched as well. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. And until next time, may you live to see the dawn. I love you all, and we'll see you in the next one.